Hi, welcome to my channel, Mika Creates. I'm Mika. Today I'm going to be making sofrito or condimento. My mom used to call it condimento, so I call it condimento, but for purpose sake, sofrito. So sofrito is a Puerto Rican base. I say Puerto Rican, I think Dominicans make it, but sofrito is part of my culture, and what we do is we make a base. That base is for stewed beans, rice, soup. We put it in pretty much everything. Okay, so here are the ingredients. Cilantro, 2 bunches. 3 green bell peppers. 1 yellow bell pepper and 2 red bell peppers. Also 1 large white or yellow onion. You can do 1 onion, a large one, or 1.5. And a whole head of garlic. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put this together, and that's all the ingredients that we need. You can add a little bit of olive oil. Olive oil keeps it for a longer period of time. If I have to add any water, then I'll add a little bit of water, but for the most part I don't use it. So it's just straight vegetables, and again, it's a base and it's so delicious. I don't add salt to this. Some people do. I don't. I like to control my salt, so we're going to go ahead and start making it. So for time's sake, I already cut up these garlic, and what I did was I took the garlic and I cut up the heads. So do you see that? I just want to cut that off, and I'm going to add this to my blender. Now this is a Ninja blender. I highly recommend it. It cuts everything. So this is the Ninja. All right, and now I'm going to be cutting these green bell peppers. So when you cut these green bell peppers, you want to make sure that you take this little top off. And then I just clean it out with my fingers. Now once you blend this thing, I'm telling you, take out all the seeds inside. Once you blend this thing, the smell is insane. It's so fresh. So this works if you're vegan. You can put this in you can put this in your rice. You can put this in your soups, your veggie soups, and I'm telling you, it gives it an incredible flavor. Okay, so we're gonna cut these all up. And while I cut these up, we'll be right back. Okay, so what we've done is we have cut all the veggies, and everything was already washed. So make sure that you discard the veins inside, which are like this here, and all the seeds. So you want to discard the seeds and the veins. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about this Ninja. I love this Ninja because I used to use a blender, but it wouldn't blend exactly the way I wanted it to. This sucker has a lot of power. So I recommend this to anybody who wants to make sofrito. Okay, so I've added the garlic here. I've added the onions for the most part, and then some bell peppers. So I'm going to start adding it. So today my son Keone is the cameraman. And I am so happy about that because it helps me out a lot. And you will be meeting him soon. We're going to do a mukbang together. Alright, so see how full this is? Now, if you see this arrow here, this arrow points to that arrow that's here. I don't know if you can see that. So we're just going to close it shut and hit power. So do you see how it liquefies it? There's no water in here. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up again. Okay, if we had smell-o-vision, smell-o-vision. let me just tell you. And we're getting the rest of this. Putting it right here. I know all you vegans, your mouth is watering. I know. So the only vegetable, or the only thing that we have left is the cilantro. So here we go again. Okay, so now that it's liquid form, I'm going to add my cilantro. Like I said, all I did with my cilantro was I just cut the stems, for the most part. The cilantro is what makes it, oh my gosh, it smells so incredibly good, good. A lot of people add oregano. I don't. Just keep it oregano. And just keep it, make sure you line the arrows together. Alright, there we go. Now we hit power again. Alright, so now it's off. And we're going to go ahead and open it up. So I let it run for about 4 minutes. Now this is not my mom's recipe, this is my recipe of sofrito. My mom doesn't use any red peppers. Actually that's not true. My mom uses 1 red pepper and no yellow peppers. The reason why I use yellow peppers is because they're sweeter, and in Puerto Rico we have an ají dulce, and I'm in Southern California. They have it in the East Coast, but I haven't been able to find that. And they also use cilantro. I don't have cilantro, that's why I use a lot of cilantro. I use 2 bunches, but you can use, if you're a cilantro lover, you can add, you can kind of mix and match this as you go. So, every family has a different way of making it. This is my way of making it. And I switch it up too. Sometimes I'll use just green bell peppers and 3 bunches of cilantro. Or I will use red, green, but I always use green. You always have to use green. You must have 3. So I make a huge batch. This holds really well. Again, if you want to add a little bit of water, that's fine. I don't like it watery because the vegetables have enough water on their own. So I'm going to pour this in. I'm going to scrape all this goodness out. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. So anytime I make Puerto Rican rice, arroz con salchichas, which is rice with sausage, or arroz con maíz, which is rice and corn, rice with corn, or arroz con gandules, which is the pigeon peas, green pigeon pea rice with pork.